Alright, let's do another reading here. What have we got? Democratic nominee 2024. That's interesting. Let's see what I've got there. Joe, Gavin, Kamala, Michelle. I didn't know Michelle was running. Dean Phillips, Hillary Clinton, Elizabeth Warren, RFK, and other. I thought RFK was doing better than that. It's surprising. But then I don't watch US political coverage, so the fact that he's doing well on Jimmy Dore probably doesn't mean as much as I assume it does. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to do a larger spread to just try and capture some information about the first 9 of these. Alright. So we've got Joe Biden there. 3 of Cups. Gavin Newsom. 3 of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Kamala Harris, the King of Pentacles. I guess she's got some money behind her. We've got the 6 of Swords for Hillary Clinton. Okay, yeah, that's pretty obvious, actually. The 2 of Wands for Dean Phillips. That is, I do find that pretty interesting. It's the first time we've seen Wands on this spread. Which means I guess there's an intellectual component behind him. Maybe he's got a very good policy. I confess I do not know much about Mr. Dean Phillips. What's Michelle Obama's card here? Okay, interesting. Michelle Obama has the Queen of Swords. Her husband did drone a lot of people for sure, but did not think. So we've got Kamala Harris, backed by the King of Pentacles, and Michelle Obama, backed by the Queen of Swords. So we've got 2 royal cards. That would be a bit of an indicator. And now we also have Elizabeth Warren with the Queen of Wands. That is interesting. RFK, we've got the Jack of Wands, so that is interesting. Finally, other, have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so looking at this spread, what have we got here? So King of Pentacles is the most powerful figure here, unless you consider Queen of Wands, which in a lot of games the Queen of Wands does trump the King of Pentacles, but it's actually it's a very self-contradictory card. I wouldn't see it as bringing a nomination. Okay, let's see what we can dismiss. I think definitely the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. This is for Hillary Clinton and other. These are, I would call them status quo cards. They're not really shaking anything up. It's a little bit presumptuous. I'm also going to say that Elizabeth Warren with Queen of Wands, I'm not seeing a lot of strength for the Queen of Wands here. I'm also actually not seeing a lot of strength for the King of Pentacles on the spread. When I look at it that way, I was surprised when I got the Two of Wands, but actually, in this spread, we've got two Pentacles, we've got three Wands, three Swords, and one Cups. So Joe Biden, I think, has, I guess he has an emotional connection to the people. But the board, well, I guess that could mean that he gets all the emotional energy, or it means that there's nothing backing him. Alright, so let's see, we've got Team Joe, Team Kamala, and I believe Team Dean Phillips. We've got Elizabeth Warren, RFK, and Dean Phillips as our Wands team. And then we've got Hillary, Michelle, and who was the number 2? Gavin Newsom. Interesting. The more I'm looking at this, and it is a very boring result to get Joe Biden, but the more I'm looking at this, it does feel as though Joe Biden having just the one card, he's not sharing that that emotional energy with anyone. Everyone else is kind of splitting the people's energy, but in terms of pure emotional connection, and I think it's true actually, Joe does have an emotional connection to the electorate that I don't see for a lot of these other folks. For all that we make fun of him, he does have a comfortable energy around him. We've also got this figure, which is just, it's a pretty potent figure. So, while it would be interesting, I do think that my picks would be Joe Biden for the first one, and actually Michelle Obama, if I were to pick a second most likely candidate, which is hilarious, especially given that she's not someone I would really associate with the Queen of Swords. I mean, well, I guess I would. There's reasons to, but not just not the brand that I would have associated with her. But I guess I'll say probably Joe Biden. But if the Democratic Party finds itself in need of a more wartime leader, I would actually think that Michelle Obama is the next possibility, which is interesting. You can kind of see her in that, I guess. This will be an interesting primary season.